All right. Hello. My name is Emily Garber, and through the magic of modern technology, I'm going to be walking you through my prototype, my interactive prototype that I have prepared for Sponsorship Hub. Sponsorship Hub is it's in its MVP form. It is a online event database that is working to connect sponsors and brand reps, or event opportunities and brand reps together to create partnerships. Brand reps would typically do this work by using a search engine such as Google, and then manually import that data to spreadsheets based on events that they find that would fit their clients' needs. So Sponsorship Hub is just looking to streamline that process. I did a cognitive walkthrough and then a couple contextual inquiries. And through that research, some major discoveries were found, first of which is feedback throughout the site didn't exist. So building in feedback on forms, search results, etc. Was really important to the user. And then creating some sort of interactivity to be able to manipulate that data was really paramount to the usability of the site, the usability and the meaning of the site. So let's get started. And this is the login page, the redesign of the login page. So it includes some really basic feedback on the forms. So when there's an error, when it's selected. Same for the password. And then one of the stretch goals for this web app is a paid membership. So including information right at the gate about why membership is necessary and what are the benefits of paid membership would be really important to the business goals of the organization. Sponsorship Hub. After a search, you get taken to the client home screen. The search tool initially was in very disparate, disjointed pieces that really confused the user. There were two separate search fields, search bars, and then there were myriad filters, advanced filters underneath. So really streamlining that process to just a keyword search right off the gate. It helps the user essentially think less about the work that they're doing. So you could search something as like Festival Minneapolis 2022. This would apply filters for Minneapolis and 2022 and festival as a keyword in the search results automatically. And then once you get to the search results, that's where you can really dig deeper. You can select certain filters. I added a location filter. Initially, the filter was by venue, and the venue seemed to populate when the event admin manually typed it in. So instead of the events being tied to a word, they would be tied to a map location. And this would allow a more accurate filter. So you could select, ideally in future prototypes, you'd be able to select states and then entire regions. So Midwest, Northeast, Pacific Northwest, those type of things. If your client is looking for a region instead of a specific location. There's also a radius tool. Then you could update your search. Same for the dates. The dates were manually inputted before. This would just be a really easy calendar select, so you wouldn't have to think about the date, you could just find it. And then it would auto-populate these forms on top. Or you could type them in into a formatted field. There's also a search tool. The search tool was missing. So this is just to make sure that the most important pieces are getting to the important events, the best fitting events are getting to the top of the list. So depending on the client, their sort could be by, by budget, the event that is the soonest to now, those types of things. Okay, so let's click into an event, a search result event, the Roswell Beer Festival. So this was a redesign of the event information page. Again, disparate pieces. So some contact information was at the top, some contact information was at the bottom. There were multiple about fields. So really just putting the information at the top, the user really puts priority on the contact information of the event. So putting the contact information here, making sure that you can click through it. or you can copy and paste it. Some of our users do use the Outlook web browser, so copying and pasting to write an email is preferred. Phone number, if necessary, if that person wants to provide it for the brand rep. And then we have this add to list feature. This is one of the key proposals, that there's a save feature. So you could save to lists such as favorites, such as this is specific to my client. This is past events, and these are personal events that I might be interested in, that type of thing. We'll get into that in a little bit. And then sponsorship packages. So a slight redesign from previous. These you can also add to lists. So if you're looking at specific packages within the event, you can add those to a list. Select what list from here, manage lists easily from this dropdown, and then go ahead and add to list. Cool. Let's see what that's about. We're going to click in through this account here. There was no account page in the MVP site. So adding an account feature is really important, especially if you're requiring your users to pay, for that premium membership. Having that home where they really feel like they're in charge of their experience would be a really important thing. There was a lot of hesitation about the paid membership from the user, so just making sure that it's as transparent as possible is really key. The event admin piece, I wasn't able to really get into for time constraints, but the event admin would be updated using all of the same feedback that I used in that initial login. And then also there were 3 screens, separate screens. The language at the bottom was really confusing, so just making sure that we're consolidating that admin screen to one screen. Breaking it up isn't necessary to the user experience, and making sure that they can go in and edit or add events as fast as possible to break down that barrier of participation for event coordinators. We're gonna click into the lists here. This would be the lists homepage. So here you have your list of lists. You can search for lists. If you have keyword, it would be keyword searchable. You can sort them by most recently updated, that sort of thing. Let's click in and export one. So this would be a conventional export file. So ideally you could also select what fields on the list you wanted. Everything would be in a field. So first name, last name, phone number, email, only, or location, date, sponsorship range, that sort of thing. And then you could export that to PDF for presentations, Excel for data manipulation. So you can really use that data to find the event that fits your client the best. So download, upload successful, yay. And if you can see, a little pop-up appears at the bottom for your PDF that you downloaded. Cool. All right, well, that is my prototype. Thank you so much for taking the time. I do have a couple stretch goals that would be cool next steps to see from the next designer who works on this project. If you want to pause the video here and read about them further, you're welcome to. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope everyone is having a great day. Goodbye.